Today I want to break tradition a little bit and discuss a subject that I haven't really discussed on this channel, and that is how to grow on YouTube. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me, Matt here. Now if you're just joining us for this video, you've never been on this channel before, normally I discuss spiritual content here like meditation, lucid dreaming and so on. So if that's something that interests you, be sure to subscribe. But if you're just here for this video, that's okay too. Anyway, today I want to talk about growing on YouTube, some of the tips I have for you guys, some general advice and some of the lessons that I've learned. So first of all, and I'm putting this at the beginning because I think so many people need to hear this, so many people are unaware of this, and that is, don't sub for sub. It is the worst thing you can do for your channel aside from, directly breaking the terms of service and getting yourself banned. So I'm sure some of you watching actually use sub for sub and you've gained maybe hundreds or maybe thousands of subscribers with it. So you're thinking, what's the problem? What's wrong with it? Well, let's explain that then. So first of all, we have to understand how people find your video. Now, some people may find your video linked on external sites if you've been advertising elsewhere, but the majority of people who find your video are going to find it on one of three places. Now, the first place someone might find a video is on the homepage, either because they're subscribed to a particular channel and it's, in their subscription feed, or because YouTube recommends it to them because it thinks it's something that they would like. The second place is related videos. So say you're watching a video, the videos down the side are the related videos, so someone might find a video there. Now the third place is through search. Someone wanting to learn, for example, how to grow on YouTube might search for how to grow on YouTube. They type that in search and certain videos come up. So how does YouTube know what videos to show in search, in related videos and on the homepage? Well, it knows based on a couple of things. Firstly, your metadata, which is your title, tags, description and annotations. If you have those set up right, it's going to help you to rank in those things. But more importantly, YouTube cares about how the video is doing. If it's getting lots of watch time and generating lots of watch time across other parts of YouTube, then that video is a good video. But the thing is, YouTube also takes into account your subscribers and how many of them are watching a particular video. And it checks, your latest video against the previous video to see how they're performing in comparison to each other. So say you release a video and only one of your subscribers watches it, well, YouTube is going to say, okay, this video isn't doing so well, so I shouldn't recommend it. Now, if your next video does really, really good, then it might recommend that one, but it's not going to recommend the old one that did terribly. So how does this affect sub for sub? Well, when you're using sub for sub, basically you're subscribing to someone that you're not interested in their content usually, and you're probably not going to watch any of their content, and they're doing the same for you. You just want the subscriber count to go up. Basically, you're getting dead subscribers, people who subscribe only to inflate their own subscriber count, but who aren't going to watch your videos and don't care about your channel. So what YouTube sees when only a few of your subscribers watch your video, because all those sub for sub people don't watch it because they don't care, is, hey, he's got all these subscribers, all these people who want to watch his content, because that's what YouTube thinks subscribers are. It doesn't think that they're sub for sub, it thinks, they're genuine viewers who want to watch your content, and it sees, hey, these people aren't watching this video, so this video must not be any good if no one wants to watch it. So at that point, YouTube says, okay, don't recommend this video, never recommend it to anyone. So by doing sub for sub, you've actually shot yourself in the foot. You've actually made it harder for your videos to get recommended. And so as a result, you're not going to grow. And honestly, if you've done sub for sub and you've got a decent portion of your subscribers from sub for sub, I honestly recommend just starting a fresh channel and starting anew. It's honestly probably better because you're at a disadvantage now with those subscribers. Now the next tip is upload frequently and be consistent. Now this is something I only really started applying recently. I made the mistake of uploading 2 videos a week for a very long time, and I just thought it was a good balance. 2 videos a week is enough that there's content there, but it's also not so much that it gets incredibly stressful and I'm working, several hours every day on videos. So I thought that would be a good balance. Then I decided to start doing daily videos, and what I noticed when I started doing daily videos is that YouTube started recommending my videos much, much more, and my views started going up, new people started finding my channel, and also a lot of you guys actually wanted daily videos because a lot of the people who are subscribed to me, I noticed, were commenting down in the comments below. A lot of you guys watching this now, were commenting on all my videos as they came out. You were watching all of them. So obviously 7 videos a week was better for you guys than 2 was. And the thing is, YouTube really does favour you actually uploading frequently. The more frequently you upload, the better the YouTube algorithm will treat your videos and the more recommended they will get and so on. Now the next piece of advice I have for you is that you are responsible for your growth on YouTube. People have this view of growth on YouTube when they get started. They think, make videos, just keep making videos, and eventually I'll possibly get lucky and some big YouTuber will shout me out, or I'll just start getting lots of views and subscribers and I will just make it big. The truth of it is, maybe, you know, several years back that was how YouTube worked, but it is not how YouTube works now. If you want to grow on YouTube, you are the one that makes your channel grow. The site isn't just going to make you grow by itself. You're not going to get shouted out by another YouTuber or whatever unless you're extremely, extremely lucky. You know, for 99.999% of you, all of your growth is going to happen through the things that you do yourself. So what do I mean by this? How are you responsible for your growth? Well, the thing is, just releasing videos is like having a store and stocking it with all of the best stuff, all of the best prices, except your store is out in the middle of nowhere and no one knows that that store exists. It doesn't matter how good the items you have in this store are, it's not going to make someone over the other side of the world suddenly know that your store exists. So you have to take the same attitude to YouTube. Imagine you have this store out in the middle of nowhere. You can't just keep making the products better without actually telling anyone about your store. You have to let people know that your store exists. And then they'll see, hey, you've got great products, you've got great prices, so hey, I can come to the store and visit it. So this is where SEO comes in. SEO, or search engine optimization, is how you make your videos appear in the search engine so that people can search for things and find them and find your videos naturally. The other alternative is you can link your videos elsewhere and so on, but generally the easiest way to get your videos viewed is to make them rank in search, because then they're going to be in search, constantly getting views over time from all the people trying to answer a particular question. Say that you're a cooking channel. Well, someone might be searching for cheap meals for students, and they might put that in the YouTube search, and so you can target videos that will rank for that, and then when people search that, they're going to find your video, they're going to watch, they're going to discover your channel, and then they might subscribe and watch more. Now this also means that if you actually do intend to grow on YouTube, and I want to say first of all that this isn't something for everyone. You know, you can just be on YouTube with no intention of growing. You might just want to share your work with a few people, and that might be all that there is to it for you. Or you might be like myself and feel that you have something that you want to spread with as many people as possible and that you want to grow. Now if that sounds like you, then you're going to have to dedicate a lot of time to it. You're going to have to dedicate a lot of time to learning proper SEO so that you can grow. And it does take time. I've been on YouTube since November 2015 and I'm still, you know, not that much wiser on SEO. You know, I'm a million times better than when I started, but I'm not, you know, an expert on it. There's still a load of things I do wrong. I could still make my videos a lot better in that respect, so they would rank a lot better. But I've got to a point where I'm starting to get to grips with it slowly. And it took a long time. A lot of people get this impression that all there is to YouTube is just, you know, a few hours a day making a video, maybe even less than that, maybe a little more than that, but that's it. Well, that's not how it is if you want to grow. You see, I spend more time on YouTube trying to grow my channel than I do actually making the videos. I spend more time researching new video ideas, how I can tag, title and describe them. I spend more time answering comments and talking to people so that I build up a community here and so I help people out. I spend more time watching videos on how to grow on YouTube and how to do all of these things correctly from people like Roberto Blake, Tim Schmoyer, Daryl Eves and so on. And I dedicate an awful lot of time just to the process of growing my channel and learning how to grow my channel. So if you really want to grow, you know, I'm not the fastest grower on YouTube. I didn't grow, you know, as fast as a lot of people did. But compared to so many people that I've seen, my progress was quite fast. I've seen people who've been on YouTube for years and they have like 100, 200 subscribers. And the thing is, it is because of this one thing that they haven't, you know, dedicated time to learn how to grow, and they haven't, you know, dedicated that time to actually growing their channel. They've dedicated their time to making videos, making awesome content. Maybe their videos are like the best videos on YouTube, but they haven't made an effort to put that content out there. They haven't made an effort to actually learn how to get it ranked in search and so on. Now, you know, I started in November 2015 and now it's March 2017 and I'm at like 14.5k subscribers currently. And, you know, that is decent progress. It's a lot further along than I thought I would be by this time, and that is because I've worked so hard on that, on growing my channel. It wasn't an accident, it wasn't, you know, some just fate or luck or whatever. It was the fact that I was working on it constantly and getting it to grow. So you know that it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of work to get there, but you want to know what you can do right now. How can you start ranking your videos right now when you don't know anything about SEO? Well, what I suggest is that you basically just follow someone else's concept of SEO to get started and start doing what they tell you, and then after that you learn about it so that you can understand why you're doing things a certain way and so on. Now, rather than just repeating what someone else has already said, I'm going to link you guys to a great video. There's a channel called Practical Psychology, and he does videos on all sorts of self-development subjects. But recently he made a video about how to grow on YouTube and what he does. And in that video he talks about how he titles his videos, how he describes his videos, how he tags his videos and so on. And I think the template that he uses is just really great, and it's really easy to follow along with. He explains it really well. So rather than repeating him and rewording it all, I'm just going to link you guys to this video, so check that out up there. Now another piece of advice I have is to be patient. Work hard. Don't just expect your YouTube channel to grow by itself. You're going to have to make it grow, but also be patient and be ready for it to take a long time. I see most people either end up being super patient but not working hard enough on the growth part, so they're waiting for years, they're happily waiting for 5 years for their channel to grow, but they're not doing anything to actually grow it. Or I see the opposite, people who are working really hard to grow it, and their channel would grow if they just stuck at it a little bit longer. They do it for a few months and they grow pretty fast for those first few months, but they're not at the stage where they want to be, and so they just give up and they quit their channel. You don't want to be either of those people. You don't want to be the guy who waits for years but doesn't work on the growth. And you don't want to be the guy who works on the growth but quits after a few months. So if you're serious about growing on YouTube and becoming a decently sized channel, then be prepared to dedicate years to it. I'm talking years, because it might happen in a few months, if you get really good at the growth, but it might take you a longer time to work it out. It's taken me quite a long time to work out how I'm doing everything the way I'm doing it now. But you'll notice that as you learn and as you try new methods to grow, that things will get faster over time. It took me about 2 months to get my first 100 subscribers. And then it took me, from there, how long was it? About another 5 months from there to reach my first 1,000 subscribers. And then from there, it would have been 8 more months, I think. 8 more months until I reached 10,000 subscribers. And then 1 more month from that to reach 14,500. So as you can see, my growth has kept speeding up as I've gone along, and that happens. So, work at it hard and don't worry, things will get easier. It's not going to take you the same length of time to get, 100 subscribers a year from now as it did for the first 100 subscribers. The next piece of advice I have for you is to start right away. If you've been thinking about making a YouTube channel but you haven't actually started it yet, then that is the first step. Rather than spending so much time researching how to grow your channel and so on, without actually starting it yet, I suggest starting your channel right now and making do with what you've got. Because there are certain lessons that can only be learned from experience. I spent quite some time actually learning how to grow my channel and learning about how to use SEO and so on before I actually really started with my channel. But it didn't really help me because it wasn't until I applied techniques and tweaked things and adapted and learned and adjusted and so on that I actually learned how to do things. Now related to this, I suggest learning to adapt and change. The way that you start out your channel, the videos that you make, the way that you edit them, the thumbnails that you make, the way that you actually tag and title your videos and so on, is probably not going to be the way that you do it a year from now. When I started out my channel, I made these really ugly, horrible looking thumbnails. My thumbnails now aren't tremendous or anything, they're not really that great because I'm not that good at graphical design and stuff like that. But they're a million times better than the original thumbnails that I used. You can still see some of them if you go back to my old videos, although I recommend you don't do that because it's kind of cringeworthy. The other thing is the video format that I used. Other than my lucid dreaming guide, which actually did really well because it wasn't like the terrible videos that I made around it, my format for videos was just rambling for about 20 minutes on a subject. And I would just go on and I never kind of made it clear what the video was trying to achieve. I never was concise, I couldn't summarize things in short videos. I made them long-winded 20-minute videos. Now this video itself is probably getting a bit lengthy at this point, but that's because I've covered several different points and I'm trying to get as much information to you guys as possible. In general though, I try to keep my videos as short as they can possibly be. And then there's my titles. When I first started, my titles, my tags and my descriptions were terrible. I didn't know how to use SEO properly. I watched all these videos about it, but I didn't understand it. And so I had these horrible titles that no one would ever search for, and I just tried to put in tags for things I thought people would search for. I didn't realise the title was really important, and as a result, my videos didn't rank well. And last but not least, remember to have fun. If you're going into YouTube with an attitude of just, I'm going to make this big channel, I'm going to make lots of money, I'm going to do this or that, but you're not actually enjoying making the content and it just becomes work for you, then you're going to give up. You're going to give up plain and simple before you get big, before you actually grow, before you have a chance to reach the size you want to be, because, it doesn't happen like that. You grow very slowly. even the people who do grow quickly, they still grow a lot slower than you probably think you're going to grow. So you really need to be able to love the experience of making videos, of editing videos and so on, because if you actually enjoy it, then those early months where you have, 10 subscribers, 20 subscribers, whatever, you're going to enjoy the whole process. You're not going to be thinking, oh no, I don't have many subscribers, my channel's growing slowly. You're going to be working hard at it because you're determined to make it awesome. That's how it was for me. I enjoyed YouTube from day one, and I still enjoy it now, even more than I did when I started. And because I've enjoyed the whole process and been able to work hard at it like that, my channel has been able to grow. So anyway, work hard, stay positive, and create something amazing on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video and you think I should make more videos about growing on YouTube, then let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, if you want more videos, remember to subscribe up there, and if you want to keep watching, check out the video that's linked on screen. Thanks for watching guys, take care.